All right, so today we're out here on kind of a blustery day to test out the new Breeze 4K. And it basically comes in this little box, and everything that you need is right in here. Very small little unit. It's a selfie unit that basically is your aerial camera. And you see that we have an extra battery in this case, and we also have some prop guards. Prop guards are more for inside than they are outside. But I basically just snap in the battery here, which is already charged. I pre-charged that before we came out. And I lower these legs right here, and now it's ready to take off. And it has a 4K camera in the front, GPS sensor on the top, so it basically can lock in wherever you put it. And it has sensors on the bottom, so that if you're inside, it can judge its distance from the ground and basically have spatial awareness inside without GPS. So this thing operates completely on an app that you download on your phone. And let me get my phone going here. There we are. And it's basically the Breeze Cam app. And I'll turn that on. And the app itself has a couple different things. It has a flying area, and then it has a gallery, which is where all your pictures are going to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn this on, and I'm going to set it down here on the ground. And you won't be able to see it here for a little bit, but you'll be able to hear it. And this is going to give off a Wi-Fi signal that I'm going to match up with my phone. So the first thing I do is I go into my settings and I adjust the Wi-Fi to pick up the Breeze. So I put my Breeze setting for my Wi-Fi on my phone. So now I'm going to go back to the app. Now it's all set up. I have two sections here. I have a pilot section and I have a gallery section. So the pilot section is going to allow me to fly this thing. So I'm going to press that first. That opens up my screen. I have a bunch of different things here. I have a pilot, I have a selfie, orbit, journey, follow me, and an FPV if you happen to have the goggles, which I do not have. So we'll put it on pilot because I think I know how to fly, and that we'll find out in a minute. So the pilot gives you some controls right here on your screen, and it will allow it to take off. So I will step back. Well, I trust it. So we'll slide to take off. And you can see now it's coming on up to me, and I'll give it a little bit more height so you can see it. And there it is, right there. And you can see that the functions, basically I push a button, it's going to go one way or the other, and that's what's going to cause it to fly. You can see that it's pretty stable. I mean, it stays right there. You see when I put my hand there, it senses that there's ground there, and it wants to move up, and I'll climb it back down a little bit. And I think I'll back it off, back it off a little bit, go that way. Right now, on my picture here, I can see myself, so I'm gonna press camera, and I'm gonna go ahead and start recording. And right now, it's recording a video looking at me on what I'm doing, which is doing this video, which is not much. So you can see how stable and solid this is. Now we got a mild wind here, but we've actually had it out in some pretty heavy wind, and it still stayed right there. It has a bunch of different functions. I can make it journey out and come back. I can make it rotate around me. We can make it do all kinds of those things, which we're gonna probably do right now. Now, if I wanted to go up at an angle, what I do is I set my camera down and I will raise it up. And we also have a number of functions on here that allow you to starting to rain now, so we're actually flying in the rain here. Okay, so there, I got a good angle on the camera now. Okay, so I've tilted the camera down, and we're going to try the journey mode again, and now it should take off into the sky. And again, 3, 2, 1, so you can hide everything. You can wave at it as it's going, and then now you can see that it's taken off at about a 45-degree angle up there, getting a nice wide-angle view of us. Geofence basically says it went the distance that I'm allowing it to go, and it came back down. So on your phone, you can set the distance that you want to go. I'm going to set the travel distance to a little bit more than 65 feet. I'll put it about 107, 108 right there. And we'll try that again. This time it will go out a little bit further theoretically. So we got it start, and now it's going to shoot on up there. And now it's getting a much further distance than it was earlier. Hit the fence. And now it's coming back down. So whatever travel distance I tell it to go, that's what it's going to do. And we'll lower it back down some. And now we're starting to get some rain, so that might start interfering with it. And we have all kinds of other functions, but basically this is a great camera when you want a great platform if you want something to follow you and get all kinds of selfies. This is the one you want. The Yuneec Breeze, this nice little thing. And again, it has sensors on it so that it won't crash into things, and hopefully it will never crash into you. Of course, I probably shouldn't turn my back on it because who knows. But that's the Yuneec Breeze right there. Great flying camera. Right. One other quick little thing about this, it takes off and land by itself and also returns to home by itself. So when I press a button and I tell it to land, it's basically just going to set itself down and the motors are going to turn off and it's going to land itself. So anybody with a cell phone, a smartphone, can fly this thing.